This particular post is being addressed to parents. That being said, there are principles here that still apply to everyone. We all interact with children, and there's always something that we can be doing to prepare for the time when children come under our influence. There are lots of ways that we can be unspotted from the world. There are lots of ways that we can work on being clean, but I want to talk about a very obvious one. One of the defining characteristics of Babylon was sexual sin. And there are many in our day who delight in sexual perversion. The perversion that is rampant in our day. It's flooded into our entertainment. It's flooded into social media. It's flooded into our news. I have a lot of friends who are not members of the church, and some of them refuse to try and teach the law of chastity to their children. They don't even really want to try and teach that you should be abstinent before marriage because they feel that it's hopeless. Even though my friends are extremely wise, and even though they go to great lengths to protect their children, and even though they have their own trauma from engaging when they were super young, they have decided that they don't even want to try and teach abstinence. And going from the perspective of being outside the church, I don't 100% blame them. In the Book of Mormon, we read about the stripling warriors, and they were young, and they were all spared, but all of them were wounded. Teaching the law of chastity can feel extremely hopeless in a world that overwhelms our children with temptation, just pours it all the way over them. Even when you know the truth, even when you have a testimony of the truth, even when you have a desire to follow the Lord, it is not easy to follow the law of chastity. So how do we do it? How do we help our children, or ourselves if you're in that situation? How do we help our children remain pure? How do we help them avoid the mess that can come into your life by breaking the law of chastity? And one of our most powerful tools is helping children understand how incredible and beautiful and wonderful intimacy is under the correct circumstances. The world would teach our children that they will be happy if they break the law of chastity, if they stop repressing that side of themselves. I remember hearing that, not that specifically in those words, but I remember hearing those concepts in high school, that it was a repression and that I would be so much happier if I just engaged. Interestingly enough, I also remember holding my friend in the bathroom while she cried because she had just found out she was pregnant, and her boyfriend had broken up a week before. And I remember holding a different friend who didn't get pregnant, but she was devastated after they had broken up. I was told by the world that I would be happier if I broke the law of chastity, but it was also coming at a time when I saw firsthand how messy it could be. Satan can tell our children that they'll be happy if they break the law of chastity, but we can show them what a true healthy relationship looks like. We can show them, and that is much more powerful.